was coming home for Christmas break, and I would say I had right around a quarter pound in the car, and my car broke down on the highway. And while I was on the highway, I called the Florida Highway Patrol to get towed / to get help. And as I was on the phone with the dispatcher, I see a Florida Highway Patrol vehicle on the other side of the road, on the other side of the highway, turning around to come towards me. And I was like, oh, wow, that was so fast. This is great. They're going to help me. And he came in very hostile because I used to drive a 1999 police interceptor. I drove a Crown Vic police interceptor. And so that was very much a drug smuggling car in Florida. It probably still is. And he pulled up behind me and very loudly was like, what are you doing? Because I pulled over on the left side of the road because I was in the left lane when my car died. And I was like, oh, you're here. I was just trying to get towed, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he asks if we have weed in the car. I'm with my friend, and I just am honest. I'm like, yes, I do. And he's like, well, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle. He never asked me how much. He just asked if I had weed in the car. And
why would he ask that to begin with?
He asked immediately, like the first thing he did was he asked if we were dopers. I was like, no, and I was very nervous because I did have a quarter pound in the back. I was like, no, we're just coming home from college. And he like looks around in the car, and it was an old cop car. Like it looked very sus, and we were probably very high. And he was like, you got weed in here? And my buddy's like deer-eyed, and I'm like, yes, we have weed in here. He goes, step out of the vehicle, and he like pulls us aside. He puts my friend in cuffs. He asked me, he's like, where's the weed? I was like, it's in the trunk. He can't find it. And I didn't tell him where it was. And I was like, he literally was very aggressive and got to the point where he's like, all right, just go get your weed. And I was like freaking out, and I pretended like I couldn't find it. I was like, I can't find it in here. And then he asked, how much do you have? And I was like, probably like a gram. Like, it's not very much, knowing full well that I had all this weed in there. And that if he called anybody else, they would come in and find it in 2 seconds. And then, he was like, look, promise me that when this tow truck gets here, because at this point, he realized my car was broken down. Maybe I'm not such a bad guy. Maybe he doesn't have a quarter pound in his trunk.
All lies.
Yeah, all lies. Everything is a lie. I'm my own red flag. I lie easily, especially to law enforcement. And he said, when you get to where your car